get into the schedules because I'm about to get into the schedules right now. But this is the top 10 duos they predicted for next season. They got Luka Doncic and Kyrie at 10. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George at 9. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland at 8. Nikola Jokic and Murray at 7. They won a championship, but okay. 6, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Number 5, Jimmy Butler and Bam. And Bam. Number 4, Giannis and Drew. 3, Jason and Jalen, obviously. Boston, I mean.
I'm surprised.
They got Kevin Durant and Booker number 2. And Steph Curry and Klay Thompson number 1. How you feel about them predicting Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson not on the top 10 for next season? This is Fox Sports.
So okay, wait, name them shits again.
Okay, so number 1, you got Steph Curry and Klay. I'm gonna put it on the joint because, damn, yeah, I ain't getting no respect.
And the duos that I named them 15th. So
yeah, all right. So look, you got Steph Curry and Klay at 1. You go with that?
Of course.
Okay. Number 2, KD and Booker.
Okay.
All right. 3, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 4, Giannis and Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I think that's the list I read to you.
Oh, okay. You read the same list?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But do you agree that Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson shouldn't be on this list?
Not in front of those guys.
Okay. All right. Shit. We continue.
You know.
Hold on. Frash Taz. P Hood said we got a New Year's Eve game. I'll take it. Yo, P Hood, I'll take it, bro. Brockwork said underdog make the best media takeover when winning. Talk about it, yo. The comment section is fire today.
Yo, man, a lot of people wrong, bro.
Nets fans is the best fans, man. Shout out to Brockwork, man. I'm about to pull up the schedules, and we're gonna talk about the first 10 games, and me and Kevin gonna say
Net fans gotta show up to be the best
between the Nets and the Knicks, and then we can also talk about our head-to-head. And what I want to say is shout out to Ian Bagley before we get into that. He said that the last 2 Nets and Knicks games are gonna have playoff implications because it's towards the end of the season. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this season, man. I am. But I said I was about to get the next schedule, right?
The schedule.
Yeah. This shit gonna be interesting, man. This shit gonna be interesting because I think that the fact that Mikal Bridges has this in his interviews, he be talking his shit too. Like, yeah, I got a little personal vendetta versus the Philadelphia 76ers. But they don't got the Nets and the 76ers rival week. We only got one rival, and that's the motherfucking Knicks. You know what I'm saying? That's our rival. See, even the NBA saying it. Y'all be saying I be stretching it, but
I don't think the Nets and Knicks haven't really been a rivalry though. They never really been a rivalry. I don't recall them ever having a rivalry with the Nets, bro. I think that's just a fan thing that we created, you know, like.
No,
to be honest with you,
it's a real rivalry, bro. Yo, all right, listen. When I'm saying it's a real rivalry, all of the stuff y'all heard me talking about in the book, it's all documented. Like they talk about how the Knicks was the superpower in the NBA, and like that was the NBA's founding team. So yeah, if they saying you can't play in Manhattan, it's over with. Y'all see, and I'm telling you, y'all put the Nets through mad stuff. Yo, we had to go through a lot of stuff before we could play and have a good situation like the Barclays. And that's why I keep bringing it up. And that's the reason for the rivalry. And we tried to eliminate the debt by trading Dr. J to the Knicks. Y'all declined it just so we would go through hard times. And that's how the 76ers got Dr. J, because y'all declined it. We tried to give it to y'all to negate the fee that we owe because we couldn't afford Dr. J because of the NBA entry fee. And then y'all was trying to charge us a fucking tax to play in the city. Like y'all was doing the absolute most to make sure that we weren't competitive in that same space. Bruh, y'all gave us a hell, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying?
Which I just, you know,
it been a
funny
rivalry
to me when somebody who wasn't a fan of that team at that time wants to bring that up now. I can understand if you brought up the Nets in Brooklyn, which you'll never bring up that part. We didn't give you problems to come into Brooklyn. Y'all came in with no problem.
too for that.
There was no problems for that.
I don't know the whole, but it wasn't just some
there
one
wasn't
two.
No problem with the Nets in Brooklyn, bro. I don't think I think it's more about territorial rights, and that's why they gave y'all such a problem back then. You know what I mean? But other than that, like y'all came to Brooklyn, I don't think the Knicks gave y'all issues.
What I'm saying is, we wasn't. What I'm saying is, I think, and again, I'm on record saying this, so I might as well say it again. If y'all didn't give us a hard time, y'all was absorbing the championship team. The NBA made sure that they did not absorb the Nets in the merger as a championship team. They picked that team apart like a fucking turkey on Thanksgiving. Brian Taylor went somewhere. Dr. J went somewhere. That whole team was de-assembled. So it's not like we came in the NBA and competitively we couldn't compete with the NBA, and that's why we had a bad record.
Y'all have the fun.
Y'all stripped the team of what we were.
Y'all, the Knicks stripped the team. How did the Knicks strip that team apart? I'm talking about me, because you saying y'all like the Knicks.
Yes,
literally was like, yo, pick that whole Nets team apart if y'all gonna come here. No, I really highly doubt that the Knicks picked that whole team apart. You sure it's not the NBA?
No. Dr. J, yes.
Did the NBA break the team apart, or did the New York Knicks break apart the team?
No, the business of the NBA was partly the reason why the team was disassembled.
So then how come you blame the Knicks? How come you blame the Knicks? The only thing that you could blame the Knicks is allowing the Nets to come into the city. That's about it. But other than that, you can't blame the Knicks for the NBA breaking up that Nets team, bro.
Bro, it's all money. Like,
but it's not the Knicks. You're talking about it like the Knicks made. You're making it seem like the Knicks went out there and said, "Yo, I don't want this team in the NBA. Break them apart."
No, they made it. They absorbed. It was a merger. It was business. Now this is business. It got nothing to do with the fans. This is just business. The Knicks told the NBA like the Knicks sued the Nets for territorial rights or some shit. It have
because they own territorial rights in Manhattan.
No,
right?
But no. I don't know. They could have made it in Manhattan. It wasn't like you couldn't play in Manhattan. The Knicks stopped us from playing in Manhattan. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like, oh, ain't enough space for both of us. Like, no, it was enough space. They didn't.
But then it stopped y'all to come into Brooklyn, though.
To Brooklyn. You talking about after?
Yeah, they didn't stop. The Knicks didn't step in and stop y'all to come into Brooklyn, did they?
I don't know that entire story. I know more than what happened prior with the
merger.
You
only know that part when you wasn't a fan of that part. You know that history part.
You talking about, bro? I wasn't even born, bro. You're talking about the New York Americans. I mean, yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Nets.
You wasn't, yeah.
But when they lay me to when the last day I'm here, I'm gonna be a Nets fan. You know, there ain't gonna be no confusion. You know, even when they, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna know that I was a Nets fan. So to not get lost in the sauce, what I'm saying is this: on the business side, things happen that has nothing to do with the fans. But I read up on this and I realized why we are rivalry. The book even explains why we are rivalry, and all of this history is the reason why these teams are rivals, right? So again, y'all can catch me on my page explaining this more by reading the book, but the book is written by Rick Laughlin and it's called From Teaneck to Brooklyn. It don't have nothing to do with the Knicks on the title, but the history of the Nets is all entangled with the Knicks because of the NBA merger and us wanting to play in Manhattan and can't play because of the Knicks, and the hence why the rivalry started.
Because of the rights the Knicks had in Manhattan. That's why.
No, but you're saying it's not a rivalry. I'm telling you, it's a rivalry.
Not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry, bro. We haven't played enough playoff games. It's not a Miami Heat. It's not a Miami Heat New York Knicks rivalry. It's not an Indiana Pacers New York Knicks rivalry. You know what I mean? It's not that, bro.
That's the past, though.
The fans in Brooklyn made it that.
No,
made it that.
Bruh, I'm the one who never let y'all forget it was a rivalry. As a matter of fact, we were a rivalry with the Knicks before the Miami Heat even came to the NBA. So, bruh, that's a factory.
No, it's not a fact, bro.
Bruh, it's a fact. I got literature.
Fact, it's an opinion, bro.
Bro,
the Knicks and the Nets were never a rivalry, bro.
I'm about to go get my book, man, because y'all don't believe me, man.
No, we don't. We never gonna believe anything you say because it's not true. You made this. You turned this narrative into a rivalry, bro. The Knicks and Nets were never a rivalry, bro. Over there. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is send the book back. I'm telling you, I didn't make none of this up. This is not me making it up. It is because of the merger. The merger happened. The owner of the Nets wanted to play in Manhattan, and the Knicks was like, hell no to the no. And it gave us a difficult way to play. Like, it wasn't just, you could just find a place to play basketball, you know what I'm saying, with an NBA team, because,
there was a real rivalry. They would have left. They would have fought y'all coming into Brooklyn, bro. They would have stopped y'all from coming into Brooklyn if it was a real rivalry, bro.
Nah, it been a rivalry.
Yeah.
Hold on. People said, bro, it's been a rivalry since Jersey.
This shit ain't no fucking rivalry, man.
It's a rivalry, man.
It's not, bro. It's not. It's not a rivalry.
All right, let me read y'all this literature real quick. Then I'm gonna get into the story, man. I mean, to the schedule, and this ain't gonna take long. You know, this ain't gonna take long at all. Oh, look, I just flipped to the page and it's right here. The first step that led to the ABA's darling franchise to the brink of bankruptcy was the unreasonable demand from the Knicks for the Nets to pay $4.8 million for invading their territory, their bitch ass territorial rights. It don't say bitch ass part. Now, Bo, back into
a pay. Team didn't have the money to pay, so that's why your bum ass, broke ass team had to be broken up because y'all was broke.
Okay.
Pay up the money.
Yeah. Y'all was scared of the competition.
Pay up the money.
Y'all was scared of the competition. Y'all was scared
of the money. Get the fuck up out of town. You ain't got the money. Get the fuck up out of town. That's the way it go.
Y'all was scared
of the competition. That's the way it go. Oh, you ain't got the 4.6 million later. Pack it up. See you. Go over there in Jersey and sell White Castle burgers to your broke ass fan base that don't even go to games.
So again,
talk about that.
This is not opinion. This is all facts. Let me just get through the whole paragraph.
Y'all was broke and y'all ain't have the money to come into the city.
Let me get through the whole paragraph.
If y'all wanted it that bad, why didn't y'all pay the $4.6 million? Y'all should have paid it.
Let me get through the paragraph. The first step that led the ABA's darling franchise to the brink. Again, the first step that led the ABA's darling franchise. Let's not skip past that part. Darling franchise. We were the ABA champions.
Brock, let's talk about how y'all just lost $200 million
Can I finish this? Can I get to this?
Brock. Talk about that, Brock.
Can I get to this before you get to the chat? Shout out to Brock Work. Can I get to this?
I can still respond to him though.
Bro, can I finish? So the first step that led the ABA's darling franchise, again, the championship team of the ABA came to the NBA. This is why they were scared. They knew to disassemble this team because if they didn't, we will be ready to compete for the NBA championship immediately.
So the New York Knicks, the New York Knicks called the NBA and said, "I need you to break that whole team up."
Let me finish. Let me finish. So the first step that led the ABA's darling franchise to the brink of bankruptcy was the unreasonable demand from the Knicks for the Nets to pay $4.8 million for invading their territorial rights. So again, demand from the Knicks, not the NBA. Demand from the Knicks, not the NBA.
So okay, had that money. You should have had that money,
bro. It wasn't never part of the plan.
Money.
The Knicks included that
shit. But we own territorial rights to Manhattan, so why couldn't y'all come up with the $4.8 million, you broke ass motherfucker?
Let me get through the paragraph.
Y'all should have had that money.
So Bo backed into a corner, also faced a contract standoff with Irvin. Irvin earned and was entitled to a financially lucrative deal with the team he won 2 ABA titles with. But the Nets could not deliver the financial goods. Irvin elected to sit out training camp, unsatisfied with his contract situation. This left Bo with no choice but to look for a trading partner. The Nets offered Irvin to the Knicks in a deliberate effort to get the $4.8 million fee waived, but the offer was declined. Eventually, Bo was forced to turn to other clubs to consummate a deal. Irvin landed in Philadelphia with $3 million going to the Nets to help offset the territorial rights fee and $3 million going to Irvin to pay his salary in Philadelphia. The Nets was still responsible for footing a $3.2 million bill to satisfy the NBA entries fee. So again, we had enough money to pay the NBA for the entry fee. The Knicks organization is the ones that gave us the fee to put us in a negative on the business side of things. Had they never did that bullshit with the territorial rights, we would have had Dr. J on the team, as I read. So case in point is when y'all come at me and say that,
but just because of that, that doesn't make it a rivalry. Everything you read does not make that a rivalry, bro. But tell me it does not make it a rivalry.
Why don't
you tell me just because of that? That's
just because.
Like, then why didn't we? So read me the part where we stopped you from coming into Brooklyn. Read that part. Bro, you're going back 40, 50 years. You're going back 40, 50 years. Read me the part. Read me the part where we stopped you from coming into Brooklyn. Read me that part. Why don't you put up that part?
Bro, you asked me why the rivalry started.
Okay, but I never asked you that. You said there was a rivalry. I said there was no rivalry. You said there was a rivalry.
It is.
I said there was no. So show me how we stopped you from coming into Brooklyn. Right. Show me those facts.
Okay, I will. But what I will say is this. Don't gloss over. You said it wasn't a rivalry.
I did say it wasn't a rivalry.
I said
not a rivalry.
I prove you wrong. That's
not you're not proving anything.
Bro,
you're not proving anything because we did not stop you from coming into the city. We did not stop you from coming into Brooklyn. So you're not wrong. You're not saying anything, bro.
It started before Brooklyn. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It started 40, 50 years.
It's never been a rivalry, bro. You tried to turn it in. No, it hasn't. This is a narrative you created.
This is in the book. How I created it.
You specifically created the rivalry. It's never been a rivalry between that fan. Hold on.
Exactly. Y'all was scared. Y'all didn't know what to do with an ABA championship about to merge into the NBA. Y'all got shook. Y'all was scared. Y'all didn't know what to do. And bro, this is all in the literature.
Had the money. We wasn't shook when we let you into Brooklyn, though. We wasn't shook when we let you into Brooklyn.
Bro,
where the facts is that in the book? Show me the facts in the books when we stopped you from coming into Brooklyn.
Bro, You saying
Where's
that
those
it's
facts?
not a
You only
rivalry.
coming, you
Before we
bringing
get
in
to
facts from
Brooklyn
like
part,
60 years
I'm
ago.
proving what you
Where
saying.
is the fact that we stopped you from coming into Brooklyn? Where are those facts?
Bruh, stopped us. You didn't stop us. But what I'm telling you is this.
But where, why,
One question at a time.
if we stopped you from coming into New York, why didn't we stop you from coming into Brooklyn? Why?